Hello everyone, this is Ma'am Amano and this lecture video is all about cosmological hypothesis. Pag-uusapan natin dito yung different views ng different cultures as to how the universe came to be, the different beliefs of different nation, of different cultures. So, we have here the cosmology is the understanding of the origin, structure, evolution, and fate of the universe. So, our understanding of how the universe evolved or came to be also evolved. The seek to understand universe started with the ancient people asking the question, how did our world came to be? So the origin of everything has bugged human beings since ancient time, and that on this lesson we will explore how human beings have tried to answer the question. Any nation tried to explain the origin of the universe throughout the time. So the first among of them is the nation of Israel. So we have here the biblical cosmology. They have two different models of the process of creation existed in the ancient Israel. They have the divine battle and the divine speech. So for the divine battle, here is the God defeating or distracting the Leviathan or the serpent sea so that he can take over and impose his superiority to establish order. Next is the divine speech. You can find this other text, Psalm 33. By the word of Yahweh the heavens were made, and by the breath of his mouth all their host. He gathers up the waters like a mound, stores the deep in vaults. So here, the basic concept here, things did not exist until they were named. So, just like how the word abracadabra came to be or abracadabra, it means I create what I speak. So, it originates from the Israel. So, the God spoke, let there be sun, let there be moon, and it happens. That is the belief of the Israel or in the biblical cosmology. The Hebrew Bible depicted a three-part world with the heavens above, so like this. The heavens above here or the Shamayim, and then the earth or Aries in the middle, here on this part, and then the underworld or Sheol below. So, in the earlier times, the view of the Hebrew on the universe is flat. It is rectangular. But then, as the Greek mythology came to popularity, in the 4th century, this idea was gradually replaced by a Greek scientific cosmology of a spherical earth surrounded by multiple concentric heavens, such as this one. Instead of being flat, it became a circle, influenced by Greek cosmology. So, the earth here is at the center, then the heaven above, and then the underworld, followed by concentric heaven or circular heaven. Next, let's discuss the Hindu cosmology. According to Richard L. Thompson, the Bhagavata Purana represents a geocentric model of our Brahmanda. When we say Brahmanda, this is a cosmic egg or the universe. When we say cosmic egg, just like in Big Bang Theory, we have a cosmic egg or the origin of the expansion, where everything came to. When we say geocentric, the earth is at the center and not the sun. So this is the early belief. Okay? The Hindu text describes innumerable universes existing all at the same time, moving around like atoms, each with its own Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. So meaning to say, we have our multiverses right now, right? We have the scientific version of this one, multiverses and string theory. Each universe, according to them, has different god assigned to each universe. That is the belief of the Hindus. But according to them, whether God's will created it or whether he was mute, perhaps it formed itself or perhaps it did not. Only he who is its overseer in the highest heaven knows, only he knows, or perhaps he doesn't know. That is their belief according to the Hindu text. According to the Hindu cosmology and the ancient times, time is infinite with a cyclic universe where the current universe was preceded and will be followed by an infinite number of universes. So they believe in multiverses, they believe in innumerable universes. And time is continuously happening, according to them. I have here a diagram of their houses. So the Brahma lives at the top. It has a life of the 311 0. trillion years. So according to them, yung Brahma nagmamanage ng isang universe. But then may lifespan siya. Pag naubos yung lifespan, nagpapahinga siya. Kapag nagpahinga siya, yung universe nagpapahinga rin. It also ceases to exist. Then we also have here the Jain cosmology. The Jain cosmology considers the universe as an uncreated entity. Hindi siya ginawa. That it existed since infinity and it has no beginning nor end, according to Jainism. So, the jiva or the soul, according to them, is uncreated in the entity. It cannot be destroyed nor created, but can appear in different modes, just like the same with the beliefs of the Hindu in reincarnation. So, they also believe on that. In Jainism, the existence of a creator deity is overwhelmingly opposed in the Jain doctrine. They are opposing the concept of creation because according to them, the universe has existed since infinity. This is from the Jain text. So, according to them, some foolish men declare that a creator made the world. The doctrine that the world was created is ill-advised and should be rejected. If God created the world, where was he before the creation? Then if we say he was transcendent, then and needed no support, where is he now? So this is their belief for Jains. They strongly oppose the concept of creator. Next, we have here the Egyptian cosmology. So, for Egyptian cosmology, the god Atum, there is only one god on the beginning. He created the universe from chaos or nothingness because he think na it's the time to create a universe, according to him. And then, when he thought of that, an island emerged from the water to support this divinity, who manifested itself in the form of Ra, the sun god of Egypt. So, he himself is also the god Ra. He is also the sun god. He just manifested himself in other form. On the primeval hill, Ra created out of himself, from himself, the first gods, Shu, the dryness and air, and his partner Tefnut, the humidity, who would engender or give birth to the gods to complete the cosmos. So the earth god is also known as Geb, and Nat is the sky goddess. Then the two of them, the Geb and the Nat, goddess and god, they birthed the principles of life, namely Osiris, the perfect being, who eventually would rule over the rest of the world. So he is the ruler of the world, Osiris. When Ra was busy creating by naming the elements. And by the way, humankind happened out of the tears of his eyes. So this is not the goddess of sky, and the stars here are the sun of Geb and the Nat, the stars. Let us talk about Philippine cosmology. Cosmology of the Philippines is intertwined with our daily lives from the ancient times. So we are pagan back then. We worship the nature. Bathala was our first god according to our cosmological texts, and he was considered the primordial deity or the deity of everything, the god of everything. But then there was a time that he passed the other responsibilities to his daughter, Mayari, daughter of Bathala, and she then became the deity of the moon. Then Bathala passed the ruling of the sun to his son, Apulaki, and Apulaki became the deity of the sun. Bathala is also the daughter of Bathala. She became the deity of stars and constellations. As for eclipses that will happen, according to the Philippine cosmology, monster dragon Laho is the cause of eclipse, and Mayari has to defeat Laho in order for the eclipse to diminish or to disappear in a matter of minutes. So they are battling. When there is an eclipse, according to the text, Mayari and Laho are fighting. And when the moon becomes clear again, the eclipse has been gone, meaning to say Mayari already defeated Laho. So that is all for the cosmological hypothesis of some groups of people or cultures of people.